Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Sounds good. Perfect. Am I lagging, trends? Just let me know. Right, how's your day been? How was yesterday? How's your morning too? Been a bit productive one for me. Got got up a bit early today. I was up about 4ish. Hit the gym. Got what I need to get done. And now we on charts. Is it not lagging yet? Just let me know, please. Alright. Make sure. I don't know if my chat is lagging or not. Was screwing yesterday. Had a good long on E from the lows and it missed my TP. Then came back and stopped me break even. Didn't see the SMT with GU at the highs. Oh shit. Okay, we'll go over that in a sec. I didn't catch anything yesterday. I was mainly just waiting, let PA play out. But let's just jump into it. So DXY, right? Right. I did mention that I wanted to see price push back into this level without it taking out these equal lows here, which are still intact. Which lets me know today that if this sets up, this should be a good high probability position, given that I see the confirmations are like from this key level, right? But we still need to hit it because currently, if we go on the 15, price is just sort of ranging here. We come into London. We've got these Asia highs here, and then this Asia high. I think we're likely just gonna push in to that level, and then I want to see price basically fail to hold, see a reclaim back into that monthly open, and then I think that would be a clear trigger for shorts on the dollar. Sorry, I think I've got a fucking cold, you know. This weather. God love England weather. Right, does that make sense? Let me clean this up. Now we're seeing a push right now into London, which is normal. We're likely going to take out Asia liquidity, but again, I want to see how that monthly level sustains, because we sort of have like clear PA, and we have a liquidity draw here too. And I think in terms of how price basically took out this high and then just straight SFP'd it, I think we're likely we are going to come lower. If I go on the high typer, actually, I think we're likely going to come back into, I think I did mention this yesterday, but at least into 97s, like high 97s, low 97s. We'll see when we get there, but for now, what I'm seeing now, at least for today or tomorrow, is I want to see this low get taken. Right. Okay. Let's just if that makes sense, let me know. But basically, that's what my thesis is. The only way I'll flip bullish is again if we sort of push above and then sort of hold this level, because when you push into this level, we will get some sort of reaction, right? But the key level will how will this level sustain? If this level holds and then we keep tapping into this level, that means liquidity, right, is drying up from this level. So that means when you see something like this occur, if I get rid of this, one sec. Right, when you see a zone get tapped multiple times, it's not a good zone you want to be looking at as support or demand or resistance. I mean, because it likely means price is going to eventually break through that level, right? The more taps a level has, is the less reliable it is. I think that's a good rule of thumb you should have. But yeah, that's the only way I'll flip bullish if we see something like that. But for now, my bias is bearish, so I'll move on to EU. Right, where did you catch the long from, Trends? I'm just curious. I want to see what you were seeing in the market. Because I'm gonna go over my theory in a second. Let me mark our Monday range as well. I'm presuming you caught into London, so either you took in the mid after a retest or open. Hold on, let me see actually. I'm trying to think. Oh, you took it where the circle is. Okay. So you took it on. Alright, you took it during Asia. Okay. Wait, Trent, where are you from? Where are you, what country are you based in? Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like. Right, let me. Right, the reason I didn't want to long was mainly because I just wanted to see how Monday, as I said, Monday play, and with the confluent with the DXY, it was off the. Oh, okay, you're from London. London lad, alright, that's good. Okay, so in terms of now, I mean, you can see why I didn't want to take it. This is Monday's low, and we have like clean. Let me clean this shit up for a second. We have very, very clean liquidity, right? We have Monday's low, we have the weekly and monthly level, and we've got relative equal lows. On top of that, this is Asia low too. So I want to see this liquidity get taken. Now, another thing I think that's making me more bullish here is that what you'll notice is, I think I drew this up a little clean on another chart. Yeah, what you'll see is yeah, hold on. Right, so yeah, price tapped into that level, right, left that high there and that high there, right, and also that's the Monday's high to target to. So now we have a lot of liquidity points that we can target now, right, that price can target. Okay, so again, I want to see Monday's low taken, right, and Asia's low, and then basically see a push into that level, ideally fast, right? Because right now, if we just range into London, right, if we just do something like this in London, right, I want to see New York come in, and then into New York Open. What you'll notice is New York Open usually is a false move, so I want to see something like this occur into New York Open, and then obviously if that occurs and it sets up, I'll take that New York reversal trade. I mean that long into basically first target would be Monday high, and a second target would be these liquidity draws on the left, if that makes sense. But in terms of like confluence, it's building up quite nicely. I just want to see how it actually plays now, because this is value area high and value area low of this current range, and it's all dependent on how this level holds. But this is not my exact entry, but I'm just giving an idea of what I'm looking for in terms of levels and what I want to see. Does that make sense? In terms of like right now, this is, even though this is value area high, you are seeing this sort of weird sort of the lows being held. We have an internal breaker structure. This low made a new high. Now I want to see if this low holds. If this low holds and we make a new high, then we could see something interesting. Price could come up into 162. But again, just because the reason I'm saying that, because this is a value area high level. So if we see a rejection like that, I think price could come into 16258, and then from there we would have to see if price rejects or holds that level, and then we come back into Monday low into New York. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to confuse. But I'm just thinking of like probabilities wise in terms of what price PA is doing. But in terms of what I want to see, the main setup, the high probable setup I'm seeing is this one. Yeah, it's all clear. Right. Okay. Shall I move on then? Right, let's push off to gold then. Christ, I think I am getting sick. Trent, do you enjoy the winter weather? Because I know, I don't know if I do anymore, man. I used to, it's just... Right, so, okay. I remember I was watching this yesterday. Right, let me see the full. Yeah, summer. Oh, you prefer it to summer? I mean, that's interesting, but I hear you. The winter definitely has its charm, I'm not gonna lie. Especially in London. The thing is, London's just gotten worse over the years. Fucking, anyway, I don't want to talk about that shit. Right. Okay, I talked about it yesterday where we had that push in and that breaker structure. You should remember this, right? I said you don't want a long here. Why? Because we had a liquidity sweep of the high, basically. Where you based in? I'm from North London, but I've got a bunch of family in East London, like near East Ham. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know if you remember, but I did say not to look for longs here because we had a liquidity sweep. So I said we'd likely see a reversal. We even had an internal SFP of the high. Actually, this was a good shorting opportunity. I just wasn't looking at gold. Again, I don't really like to trade Mondays, but this would have been an absolutely beautiful shorting opportunity. I don't know if anyone saw this or was looking at it, but we had a high time frame liquidity sweep, right? Even on the lower time frame, you have a SFP, and then you basically have three drives here. 1, 2, 3. Price would be here. Price break structure internally, and then you have a retest of the weekly and monthly this morning at 6. Actually, even this would have been a beautiful short setup here, but again, it wasn't on the charts at the time. But beautiful expansion and then retest into that level before we push down lower. Your office is in Stratford. Okay. Yeah, that short on gold was perfect. Had a breaker there too, tapped to. Okay. Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty clean. I'm surprised I didn't see this, to be honest. But yeah, I did say I wasn't looking for longs from here. The only place I was interested in long was this POI, if you remember. Now, in terms of the way we're here, the rejection I just saw off the monthly makes me a bit more cautious for longs. Okay, but if we see like price just hold this level, at least to the 50% level. Alright, hold on, let me back up like this. If it taps and holds, then, and I see price come back, I'd like to potentially look for longs from here. Where's my levels gone? Right, yeah. So we've taken Monday's low. Monday's high is still intact, so we could definitely look for something to get taken. The only thing I'm cautioning for is we've had an expansive push on gold, right? And this is something you have to be wary on gold, is when you see my chart's messy, my bad. When you see like a push like this on gold, you want to at least wait for price to come back 50% on the high time frame swing wise. Like, look, 1, right, comes back 50% and then starts a second leg. It's just, I know it's tapped just the high, and I don't think it should come down to 41.30. Okay, but I'm just saying it could do one of those fast wicks that BTC likes to do. That's why I'm always a bit cautious when looking for longs after such a move. But in terms of now, I'm still interested in longs from this level, given it holds, right? But I will say that short was absolutely beautiful. I'll make a PDF about this actually on the Discord, because it is pretty clean. Right. Is there anything you want me to cover before I push on? Because Monday low's taken here, right? Ideally, I want to see a reclaim of Monday lows, right? and if we're gonna push down here, actually, it wouldn't be too bad. But the thing is, I like to trade gold after I see liquidity sweep. So like, if price pushes up again, right, and then holds, and then pushes back again for another push, then I'd be very much bullish for price to come into that Monday high again. Does that make sense? But again, I want to see how price delivery actually comes into a level before I become interested in it. I don't really often trade blindly off levels. I just prefer to react. That does come with, like, it does take time to get used to that, because sometimes you have a bias, and then after you see price react, you want to stick with your bias, because you're more concerned of being wrong than you are making money, and that's one of the hardest things to, I think, overcome as a trader, especially if you're an intraday trader. I think that was something definitely I struggled on very early on in my career. But yeah, this is basically, I just want to wait until price comes into full 180, and I want to see how price delivers it. But ideally, reclaim Monday's range, right? Given some lower time frame confirmations, I think we'll see that push back into Monday high. Yeah, I'd like to wait for a breaker to form with SMT at least before trying to catch a knife with gold. Yeah, I'd rather be, I don't want a knife catch. So yeah, I'd rather wait a bit more. Just because we've had such an expansive push. Like, look, even now, like, look, see? Actually, let's look at this pair right now. Let me get rid of this shit. Look how quick it's pushing down. Let's see how price reacts from this level. 1418. Wait, do you mind if I just watch price for a second? Because I know you guys probably have got to get to things you need to do. But I just want to see how price reacts from that. That's a problem with me. I need to clean up my charts. Yes, fine. Okay. Nice. Yeah, just like that clean rejection. Yeah, like that should be a clean indication that price is going to push hard. Let's see how it holds. Right, that's a daily. I mean, that's open candle. Let me see the 1 hour. Yeah, that's a flat open, right? That's filled, but I need to see how this plays out. Alright, I'll come back to this. But if it does something like that, where it just rejects now, and then holds, and then pushes for a third drive, I think I'd definitely look to take that long. If it does that. Right, let's go over to BTC then. Right. Okay. Again, these are all drawings from this last session. I don't really like to move them, just so I can go over everything. Right. Okay. Okay, so in terms of BTC, I did mention that I wanted to see this level hold. The second level was the 84k level. I'm gonna clean the chart actually. So I was way too fucking messy. Right. Right, yeah, so this was the first level I wanted to watch, and this was the second I was actually looking at. Okay, price basically took out this low here, and we've basically just made a internal structure break here. I didn't take this trade. I was just looking looking at the opportunity. So I did not take this trade, just for clarification. Okay, so price basically took that low here, right, where this is. Actually, let me add that up there. Took that low, and then we just basically had price push back into that level, and it gave just this sort of clean order flow, which I kind of liked. I just like the price was trending here. Push back down, took that 5-minute low internally. But this is one thing I don't like about crypto. It's just the timings are so off. Like FX, you know the exact times where volume is gonna come into the market. So you know what hours you wanna be on the desk for crypto. It's a lot different. Anyway, the 5-minute low got taken, and then you had a breaker structure, right, after a high time frame sweep of liquidity, and then again price sort of like the delivery of price kind of, the low gets taken, the high gets taken, then you sort of have a slow push down. Just had clean PA, and then you have this sort of another sweep of liquidity, and then a breaker structure again. Should map out like this, and then you sort of see this level hold here. Now I wouldn't really take entry off this level, but I just like the way price like delivered. You can see like order flow is building, and then you have that sort of expansion where you have that third sort of breaker structure. What I would have done is, if I was on the chart, I would have looked to see if price came back into this level, into the 50% level. If we, right, okay, tapped it, okay, and I would have see if this level would have held to look for longs, right, targeting this high. Just because you've had such a you've had a high time frame of liquidity run, and then you have this sort of clean consecutive order flow. And you can even see here on the 1 minute, sort of see price is just sort of holding structure wise. Starts to go for that draw on the high time frame. Well, I say high time frame, the 15-minute high, I mean. But yeah, it just I just like this price delivery here. But in terms of now, what I'm seeing, I mean, do you get what I was trying to say? It wasn't so clear for me yesterday. Yeah, it just the timing, price wasn't doing much, so I just preferred to just wait it out, see. Now, in terms of now, like what we're seeing now is we have a 1 hour breaker structure. Again, I'd want to see how this level holds. Yeah, let me just leave this here. I want to see how this level holds here, because in terms of high. No. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my trading views bugging out. Right, just in terms of the high time frame, price came into my the 84135 level I was looking for. But at the same time, we do have Monday's low here. Okay. I did highlight this on the last stream, but it's just this midline that I mapped out was this range's neutral point of control. So it's the, hey, morning, Name, how you doing? This line here is the MPOC of this particular range, right? That led to that this new high here, right? So this is a very, very important level. That's the reason why I wanted to see price to actually come in to 284k level, right? And it has now. So I am being cautionate here, because Monday's low could this is Monday's low here, so we do have to kind of we do kind of have to keep that in mind. So price could very likely come down to before we actually push up higher. But in terms of high time frame wise, I think this could be a temporary bottom. Now I do say temporary because we do have a lot of imbalance here. So at least until imbalance comes and gets filled to at least like 80, 88, 89k, right? The only way I'll shift bias obviously is if we just push into this level now and then we reject aggressively again, then we are very likely going to come for those lows. And if we come for these lows, then we're likely going to, I think we'll see 78k region, maybe even 74. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. But again, it depends on how we come into and react from this imbalance, because this is an imbalance that will get filled. So in terms of intraday wise, this is also a level I'm interested in, just off how I explained that sort of this price delivery, right? We had that high time frame draw of liquidity, and then we have on the 1 minute order clean order flow being built, and then we have in 1 hour breaker structure. Now we need to see how momentum holds here. If we see something range, for example, and then we come in for a quick fast move, then I'd look to add into longs to then target at least 89k into today, right? I think that is a viable setup for today. We could, if this level doesn't hold, then we could come at least into 85k, like something like that, just as an extreme level. But I think if 85.7 holds, then we should see a rotation into 88, 89k to fill in that imbalance. From then we can start looking for potential shorts. Okay, just for a short-term position, because if we just range here, then I'll just look to get out, just like how I looked to go out from this level, and then once I got confirmation, I re-entered the shorts. It's just when you have these sort of areas where you have such big movements, it's usually a good idea. It's usually an area where you're going to see a quicker reaction from, so you can catch some decent moves from those levels, if that makes sense. Okay, any question, guys? Just in terms of what you see on BTC or anything you want me to go over. Ideally, I want to see this whole imbalance filled, but I don't know if it will. But if we do, again, I'd want to see how the monthly holds. If we see clear order flow again, I think we're gonna make new lows, unfortunately. ETH, let's go see ETH. Yeah, ETH's a bit more clearer in terms of levels. We had that draw low, but ETH seems a lot more weaker than, because before ETH was stronger. ETH did not make a new high here. Like, look, it took that, it swept that liquidity, I mean, but look, it just left that high intact. So ETH is a lot weaker, and I'm not interested in longs on ETH as of now. Shorts maybe. I don't think I'm expecting new lows, to be honest. I don't think the lows are in on crypto. Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I think could be right, to be honest. But again, let's see how how we fare into New York. But in terms of now, I think I want to see at least a rotation into that $2,900 level, because if the lows are not in and we do see a sort of a pullback at least into that 50% level of that imbalance, I think we can catch some very, very nice shorts. I think all of us can catch some very, very like juicy shorts on this play. I don't know if we'll get it, but if we do, I'm definitely gonna short from that level. Potentially look to price to come back into 26 to 24.50. I think we could see like a clean move from there. Invalidation would be this level here, because if price is bearish, it does not need to push up. It will not push above this level if price is bearish. So invalidation is very, very clear, and it offers a very nice risk to reward for me, and it is a high probability key level. So this is a level I'll be very much interested in shorts. Right, again, it's the 50% level of that imbalance. Does that make sense? Yeah, but yeah, in terms of like my view, yeah, it's not very different from BTC. Again, would be approaching that 3K psychological level too. So, do you trade with FTMO? Their new rules updated yesterday. No, what are the rules? What did they say? Hold on, let me see. What the fuck did they do? What, they start taking the piss now? I heard that, I did actually hear something that but I don't know if it was about the rules, but I heard that they made there was a trader that they were making him do his they weren't paying him out, and they were making him do his challenge again, and they were forcing him to risk 1%. Hold on, let me write. Hold on, I'm just checking my phone quickly. FTMO new rules focus on traders' compliance and risk management, including strict prohibitions on brand impersonation and self-referrals. For traders, the max allocation is 400k for aggressive risk. New restrictions apply on FTMO accounts, not challenges. So what's the actual rules? So 400k, it was always 400k, right? Aggressive risk accounts can't use more than 20% margin on trades, can't risk more than 1.5%, must trade more than one pair, must trade lot sizes, similar lot sizes across pairs. But that doesn't, the fuck? Fucking hell. I guess time must be rough for FT. This is what I don't understand. Like, FTMO have been around for a long time. I mean, they clearly made a good amount of money. They fucking bought Oanda. I don't know. I don't know if these guys are getting greedy or. But yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing these sort of weird consistency rules across a lot more different firms, because I've been seeing it with I know Top Step has it, but I know quite a few traders that are funded with Top Step. I think FTMO is bringing all these rules because they're trying to be around for the longer term. But I mean, if you know anything about trading prop firms, you don't trade them like actual real accounts. You the margin and risk restriction doesn't even make sense. Won't be able to make as much money. Not even worth it. Yeah, it's not. I mean, even if you're max allocated, which is what, 200k. I mean, 1%. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. I do. A 20% margin. That's yeah. It doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. But this is. I'll be honest. Like I've been saying this for a while. This is why. If you've been getting payouts, this is why you should have been stacking your personal funds, your personal account, because prop firms may be around for a while, but I don't think they'll be around forever. And again, to survive, it's a business at the end of the day, and you gotta think with more and more education out there. I think more and more people are able to get around the system, even like getting funded and stuff. Rates are going up and whatnot. I don't know, man. It's a bit of a sticky one. But yeah, I just need to get out the UK at this point with the weight. I know. I swear to God, I know. I'm in a very, very, very similar predicament. I don't even know what to say to you, but Trust me, brother, I understand. Yeah, I'm having so much issues. I'm having tax issues. I'm having property issues. I was trying to, like, in the way of buying my mama a house, and I don't want to buy it. I'd rather get them to move out to another country. It just makes so much sense. But the hard part is I can do it, right? But it's like your family won't. Like, people have friends here, family. It's not as easy, and it's so tough. Even business business margins are getting tighter. It's like, even if you guys know, crypto wise, HMRC, I think 2026 are now all what do you call it? Centralized exchanges will have to share crypto logs to HMRC. So I don't even know if, like, you know what I mean. Like, I hope to God I'll be fine, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the UK is doing anymore. It's like they're trying to get people to leave, especially people that are trying to build wealth here. I sold my properties over the last 2 years. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. Like, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. Like, he 3 years ago, he bought his second property, and he's already having issues with the you know, as you do with the tenants. But now with all these renter laws that are coming in, fucking hell, you can't up the price for like a number of, I don't know how long, is it a year, and then they can always contest against you. If they have pets, they're allowed to bring pets, and until you have to go to court. It's no point. Yeah, there is no point being a landlord. HMRC from Jan are going to be tracking all trains. Like, what the fuck are they trying to do? I don't understand. It is already so expensive to live in this city. Like, I don't know, where else is everyone else from? Because I know Trent gets it. He's from London, but I just want to know, like, where else are you guys from? Was a landlord since 2008. During the recession, you were as a landlord. Fucking hell, Trent. You've been doing this for a while. So what, have you sold all your property? Because I don't know, the only thing I see now being viable, yeah, that's when you bought. Okay, fuck. Okay, yeah. Trent's I don't know if you guys know, but Trent's a rich guy. Just the one I live in now is left. Yeah, that's the only one I think I'll keep as always is my family home. But everything else, bro, I don't think I wanna. Everything leads to leaving the UK, but then the other side of the coin is where's the answer? Now, don't say what I think you're gonna say, Trends. For, like, I'm being serious. Don't. Because if you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Now I'm gonna wait for you to answer, actually. No. Listen, I'll be honest here. I have family in Dubai. Like, my sister and my niece and nephews live in Dubai, so I actually have to, like, go to Dubai quite a lot because I miss them, right? But fuck me, listen. Dubai can have fun if you're single. I'm single, so okay, cool. It can be fun, but it's such a fake lifestyle. It's so, like, the shit I saw is so degenerate. Moving there would be easy for me, as my bro and my sister just they're staying. Okay, see, that's okay. But Trent, okay, I'm gonna presume you're married, Trent, so you're alright. But I just feel like, I don't know. It's just the stuff I saw. It kind of, like, messed my head up, because I was like, I didn't expect it to be as it was. Like, I saw the clubbing scene. I don't even know if I should say it on stream. The stuff mashallah, 2 kids. Lol, I miss a lot. Was busy for a sec. No real names. I'll get back to the charts. My bad. I went on a tangent. Yeah, it's just the stuff I saw in Dubai was crazy. Like, the club scene is one thing, but it's just the others. Okay, the restaurants. It's like fake luxurious restaurants. There's better restaurants in, like, in Europe. Right, there's another thing. Prostitution is so bad. Like, fuck, there is. I don't want to get banned in it, but, like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm single, right? I'm gonna be honest. So I go out like on the weekend and whatnot. But when I was in Dubai, I'm on holiday, so I have friends there. One of my closer friends, his family, they own a car showroom on Sheikh Ujman Road. So we'd actually go out a lot, and obviously we're all the same age. Yeah, prostitution is madness out there. It is ridiculous. So we'd go out, and then obviously we'd go out to eat, and then we'd go obviously to like different clubs out there, right? First of all, right, I thought Dubai was supposed to be a Muslim country. It's not. I'm telling you now, I saw drugs in there that I didn't even know how the hell. I went to the bathroom and I saw people doing coke. Right, okay, cool. In London, alright, you see that stuff a lot. But in Dubai, that makes no sense. Like, if you're not familiar with it, in Dubai, you can get the death penalty for stuff like that. Like, it's ridiculous. Another thing, drinking and driving. People drink and drive there ridiculously. And prostitutes are everywhere inside the clubs. Like, yeah, it's really bad. And like as soon as you'd come out, look, there was one club in particular. I'm not gonna say which one. There's one club in particular where I went to a couple times. You'd come out, and I swear to God, there'd be a line, like they're lining up for you. I don't know if you've seen those those YouTube videos. I don't know, you guys probably haven't. It's like some pop the balloon or some shit like that. It's like a long line, and there is literally, I'm shitting you not, 150 to 200 prostitutes. I swear to God, it baffled me. And you know what? This club I went to was not like a normal club. It was an expensive club. Like, fuck, I don't know if I should say this. I'll say this. I saw some, I don't know. I saw some popular people from London that you guys might know. I'm not gonna say anything because I think that's crazy. That were doing things. No, asking for a friend. Nah, I don't even remember the name, bro. It looks like a hotel though, but outside it had like these like LCD screens and stuff. It is meant, and I'd never seen stuff like that. And like all these prostitutes were like from like Iran, like they're mostly those Arab countries, some African, some like, it was so weird. I've never seen stuff like that. And then there was some European too, and then there'd be like a bunch of guys out there. Most of them like couldn't like afford to pay for the prostitutes because I guess they charge a lot of money, but they just be outside there trying to talk to you. And then thing is, the maddest thing is they don't look like it. They just look like normal people. I don't know. It's just Dubai after that, it just kind of boggled my mind. Yeah, it just kind of changed my perspective on it. Look, Trends, if you want to move to Dubai, good luck. But thing is, you're a married man, so I don't think you'll have you'll be in places like that. But yeah, in terms of where I want to move to personally, I personally think Japan. It's just, I don't know. Asia for me is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Anywhere is better than the UK. No name. Wait, no name. Where are you from? Out of curiosity. So I feel like anyone from like England wouldn't get it, but to be fair, Europe's become a shithole as well. Like, it's become really bad because I think it was a year ago, and I'm going to Paris. Yeah. Oh, I'm from Belgium. Yeah, I've been Belgium. I've got family in Belgium, to be fair, but Belgium isn't as bad, but Europe as a whole is affected the same way. We used to be a lot in London back in the days. Okay. Yeah, Belgium isn't as bad, to be fair, but I think Europe as a whole has gone down a cliff, especially France, Germany in particular, even Italy, Spain. I don't know what the fuck the governments are doing. I don't even want to get political, but it makes no sense. I don't think I'm gonna say it. I genuinely, okay, wait, maybe guys, I should get back to trading. I'm gonna go on a tangent here. I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should focus on trading, guys. Right. Shall I go over Solana? I think 29:30 I was looking. Yeah, okay, fuck it. I like look. I think one of the main contributions to the problems in Europe in particular is obviously immigration, right? But the thing is, people, how do I say this? People have a right to be annoyed about that, right? Because it brings crime, it ruins unemployment, and it kind of messes with the infrastructure of whatever region, right? But the thing is, the power structures that be, right, the governments, right, these are very smart individuals. These are Ivy League, people that are sort of grandfathered into their positions, right? They know exactly what they're doing. I think that there was a film about this. I forgot what it was called. It was a black and white film, but this guy, like, there's a scene where he comes in and he sits down, and the film was based on what was going on during World War II, and he was basically, the guy was sitting in the dark, but he was the aristocrat. He was one of the people, behind the shadows, and he was basically speaking about that if Hitler took over, it didn't matter, right? They would allow the destruction of their homeland, right? If it brought them more control. And there's a specific group of people that or society, secret society, whatever you want to call it. It's a brotherhood, they call themselves. Their principle is we shall seek order through chaos. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say about that. But I think they're doing these things very, very purposefully, and I think they're trying to speed up the destruction of Europe or the West in particular. Because I've been America and I've enjoyed America a lot. I met someone. Hold on, what did you say? I met someone in Dubai who is the guy behind putting in place all the AI and face recognition in Dubai malls. Yeah, a lot of the technology is Israeli technology. Even the cameras. He said to me, European countries are allowing all immigrants in so that crime goes up and gives the government a reason. That is, you know what? That is a good theory too. Because I've been to China. I went to China in 2018, right? I was like I was 18 back then, and I had never seen the stuff that I saw in China. My visa, just to get my visa, right, cost me about £300. Right, this is before COVID time, so inflation wasn't as bad, right? He told me this 2 years ago. Yeah, and then and the amount of pictures they took of me just to get my visa, right? The scrutiny they put you through, and then I realized when I got into China, I was in Beijing mostly. Even to go to the toilet, they take a picture of you. For real, if you want to get toilet paper out, it scans your face and it knows exactly who you are, what you're doing. I was visiting a friend out there, and he was saying first of all, everything's blocked out there. There's no YouTube, there's no Google, there's no Netflix. Everything, there's a Chinese alternative. There's a B-Tech a version of it, right? It is absolutely crazy. They control everything, and I think the West, in order to compete with China, has to do these things. I think if you read that book 1974, I recommend you reading it, the George Orwellian book. He talked about this too. Totalitarianism is inevitable, because I think people are not going to say anything because they're just going to give up they're gonna give up these things for just convenience. Even in London, you can't after COVID, you can't use cash like that. You can in 1 year you can only deposit, I think, 20k in cash. If you go to the bank right now in the United Kingdom, right, and you try to deposit a certain amount of cash, or you try to withdraw it, fucking off, if you try to withdraw your own money from your bank account, the amount of scrutiny you'll be put through, you're a fucking criminal, right, is disgusting, honestly. And it's quite sad to see the state we've been put in. And I think in terms of the future, it looks quite bleak. I'll be honest, it does. And I know we're having the discussion of where we'd move to. Obviously not the UK. Fuck it, maybe even Belgium. Who knows? No name. But yeah, but I don't know. Just things don't look good, man. It's gonna be pretty bad for normal middle class. Bro, there is no more middle class. Like, fuck, and it's like pre-COVID. I'm not gonna lie, life was really, really good, like really, really good. Yeah, Belgium is. What is it? Is it deposit or withdraw 3K? Because I'll be honest, yeah, that's one thing I was amazed in America, because I saw a guy, right, and I knew he just went into the bank and deposited 100K. They didn't even ask him any questions. Like, it was just like normal day for them. Crazy thing is, you're gonna see things change rapidly within 12 months. Yeah, I mean, look, they said, right, they put that thing out, right, 2030, you'll be happy and you'll own nothing. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, I think everyone here, oh, you can only deposit 3,000 euros. No, fuck off. That's not true. That's not true. There's no way. Is it a month, or do you mean in a year? I'm in a year. Hold on, let me check. Because that makes no sense. How do businesses operate? Because cash is still very much deposit. Let me write limit. 3,000 euros for certain transactions in Belgium, such as those involving property purchases. While, how the fuck do you buy a property for 3,000? While large cash payments over 10,000 for specific goods are prohibited. For private transactions like buying a car, there is no limit, but an invoice is mandatory for over 1,500. Banks typically don't limit cash deposits, but they may be required to report deposits of 10,000 or more to the government. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what the fuck? Without being asked to prove it the money. What the fuck? How do people do business? I don't understand, because there's a lot of businesses, sorry, that take in cash. What the fuck is going? And you know, one thing I do love about cash, right? Cash is the only true anonymous way to transfer wealth. It's the only true anonymous way. If I gave like either of you guys $1 or €1, whatever, no one else, either me and you, no one else gonna fucking know, right? That transfer took place. But I think another reason they're trying to push digitalization, which I think why crypto, you know, is gonna be big, is because everything is tracked and traced on the blockchain, and everything can be, you know, like microtransaction, everything can be fucking taken. Like, oh, is this, like, even now we're seeing this shit happen in the UK. People making posts about certain things are getting arrested or getting fines. Like, what the fuck? I thought we were supposed to have freedom of speech. I don't even think that's true anymore. So, like, now even people have to be careful of what they say online or to people in general now, because you could lose your assets. I don't know, man. Shit is scary for real. Fuck. And you know what's worse, right? Because I know people who own watches and whatnot. Like, even reporting stuff like that is gonna be, yeah, we are getting fucked up, mate. But like, even reporting watches or gold, like, even in, like, for example, the Asian community, a lot of their wealth is saved in gold. Over time, they deposit gold into the bank and they save it, right? What the fuck do they do when they wanna sell it? Like, it's gonna become harder and harder. And then on top of everything else, right? We get taxed when we die. Like, if our children want to inherit our money, I think in the UK in particular it's 40% tax. I don't know how much it is in Belgium, but in the UK it's 40% inheritance tax. So we pay national insurance tax, we pay fucking council tax, we pay fucking breathing tax. We pay any tax there is to be paid, we pay that shit. But even when we die, right, and no, just so you know, the royal family does not have to pay inheritance tax. And that law was put out to preserve the wealth of the royal family, because of course they need to preserve their wealth. The peasants don't, right? Whoa, what do you mean when we leave the UK? Oh, you mean like if you want to transfer money? Yeah. Yeah. What percentage is that, by the way? Just out of curiosity. I'm gonna finish off the charts, but I'm just out of curiosity. I feel like I went on a tangent there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but like, okay, let's say normal. Okay, let's just give it like a normal figure, right? I'm gonna say average. I'm gonna average it out. Let's say 10k. I'm presuming it's gonna be for you and more, but I'm just saying, let's say 10k. 4k goes to the government. For what? You can't even die in peace. Like, this is what I say. It makes no sense. Fucking hell. And look, I'll be honest, right? I wouldn't mind paying all the taxes that we do in the UK if we got some of the benefits like Scandinavian countries do. But we pay Scandinavian type taxes and we do not get their benefits. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to privatize the NHS too. They took us out of the EU, right? They took us out of the European Union, which was a fucking travesty. No, if we want to leave, we get, oh yeah, exit tax. But I don't know what percentage exit tax. Because say you got 100k you want to leave with, what percent do they take? But thing is, like, okay, I'm not HMRC, I'm joking. Actually, I shouldn't say this on live stream, this is mad. Maybe you should go for politics. Well, listen. Right, that's crazy. Politics? Come on, I'm not a pedophile. That's fucked up. That's not funny, my man. No, these things just interest me, I'll be honest. That's why I think financial markets always like took a thing to me. It's just because I like to understand the way things work. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna push on. Right. So you guys understand what I'm looking for, right? On ETH. I don't think. Oh wait, fuck. I forgot gold. 20% exit. That's not that bad. I know what I'm saying right now, but I'm speaking it in terms of what we have to pay. Actually, that is bad because we have to pay income tax, and then depending on what you make, I don't know, man. But thing is, all I'm saying is like there is crypto in it. That's what I'm gonna say. So, anyways, I'm joking. I would never do such a thing. What are we looking at? Gold, isn't it? Yeah, gold's breaking through. I think. We're gonna take her this low. Depends on how we react from this level, though. I want to see how we react from it. Yeah, 41.70. I don't know. I'd rather see this low hold and then a push from here and then a surge down and a reclaim into that range. That's what's gonna make me bullish on gold. I'll be honest. Right. Shall I go over Solana or not? Or was there anything else you guys want me to cover? Because I'll be honest, London it doesn't really look anything. There's nothing interesting for me to really trade. Oh, actually, wait. Let me leave. Hold on. Where do I look on that chart? Was it here? Right, so that low didn't hold. Please cover GPUs. Okay. Yeah, this low did not hold. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna say it, but can you see what I'm looking at right now? Let me see actually Asian range. Where's Asian range? Yeah, that actually was fucking beautiful. That is actually a beautiful trade. Can you see what I'm looking at? Right, Asia low, liquidity. Right, price takes out Asia high first, and then we have just beautiful order flow. Down, internal, low, this high held. There's a better way to illustrate this. Hold on. Internal structure taken. Alright, and then this low, this high held. New low, next high held. Then you have an SFP of this level, and then price breaks below. Breaks below that daily, and then we see this high held. I think you're gonna put a clean pusher. Just targeting Asia lows. I think that's a very, very nice position. I'm gonna cut. Oh, GPU USD. So I think I don't really trade GU. So if both highs and lows are taken and we're bearish in London session, we should look for a long in New York session. I mean, so it depends on how New York opens, but yeah, normally, right, what you'll see happen is New York Open is normally reverses London's move. So if we just sort of push down and then range and then into New York, we see that sort of dive. I'm talking about into New York Open. I think this is like what I'm referring to. New York Open, right? Then I'd be looking for those longs. But even now, if we push into here, I want to see how we react from this level. I don't think we will, because just volume wise. But let's see. Right, yeah, we're getting that push into the DXY. Hold on. Right, we're getting that push into the DXY. This is where I'm gonna be watching price now very, very closely, because we're only about 2-3 hours away from New York, so I want to see how price holds this level. I'm only watching this closely, but I am looking for longs here from this level. Again, I want to see Monday lows here, Asia and Monday low taken, and then I'm gonna potentially look for long. If we come into this before New York, I'm gonna see how price delivers first. Then I'm gonna look for longs, because that can happen too sometimes. But again, it depends on probability. So the best way to defer that obviously is watch how price delivers into this level after we have a liquidity sweep. Remember, this is a very, very key level, right? This was the last low that made that new high. Also, we have all those liquidity targets, right? We have Monday's high. We have that previous high that price left, and then we have this high too. And remember, price failed to make a new low here, so price held this level, which gives me an inclination that we're likely going to come push up higher. So this point is very, very important. So in terms of like waiting for New York session, that's just an added confidence, but I want to see how price reacts from this level. Anyway, I'm on the charts anyway, so I'm not gonna be here, but I want to see how price holds this level. Yeah, does that make sense, or am I yapping? My bad, I was yapping too much. My coffee got cold, guys. Hold on, let me see gold. This EU's pushing. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Sometimes I feel like I can't get things right. I mean, gold looks like it's holding this low. It kind of filled in that wick there. This is what I wanted to see. I want to see if it holds this particular low here. Again, I want to see at least a push into that level, and then price sort of reject from that level and then come down, purge those lows again, and then basically reclaim that level again. That for me is a very high probability setup. So let's see. It looks to be holding, so let's see what it does. Let's see if I can open condition. 1 hour. Yeah, I like this level on EU. If it gives an R, I think I'm gonna take it. Right, shall I entry here then, guys? So hold on. I don't know if you guys are at work. What you guys do? You guys at work, or you guys working from home, or? Oh, you trade full time. Oh, okay, Trent, working from home. Thank you. Okay, that's perfect. So that's why you guys are. I was about to say that it's 10:25. Okay, so we're all good then. Okay then. So you guys understand what I'm looking for. I mean, right now, I think EU's my my main focus is. I think if gold sort of delivers what I'm looking for, then I will. I think I'll probably take that too. BTC ETH, I don't know. It's just I don't really like what BTC is doing right now. I mean, it's holding the daily. I'd rather just wait till price becomes clear. Yeah, I think New York Open is the better idea. Thing is, with BTC, it is sort of building liquidity. Even London's open, it stayed above daily open. So we're just sort of like built all this fresh liquidity here, and then we have these like clean POIs here. So I think if that sets up, that will offer a nice sort of long position. At least again, intent for price is to come and fulfill this imbalance here, because this is an imbalance that will get filled. So I'd rather look for a sweep of liquidity, right after this range, a sweep, manipulation, and then expansion into that. I mean, into that level. You guys understand where I'd look to target, right? 89k ideally, and then I'd leave a runner to see if price pushes up now. But yeah, I think if it plays out like that, I think this low will hold for now, and then we'll just have to wait and see how price reacts off of the imbalance. Yeah, because look, thing is, I like that it already tapped into the 84k level, the previous range's point of control, so it doesn't. The only reason that you could say that price comes back and hunts this low again, because this is Monday's low, but again, we have to trade with the probabilities here. If the way price is reacting currently is showing me that price is holding, so again, if it ranges and then we see that flush into New York Open, I think that will give a very nice confirmation push into that level, into that 89k level. So I ideally want to look for something like that. Let's push that high too. So that's 123. If we get 88, 89 on BTC, I'll swing short then to the 70s. Yeah, I think I'll be looking for a swing short. I'm gonna. Thing is, if we get into that level, I'll favor. I mean, I'll see what sets up nicer, but I'll favor the ETH shorts. But again, I don't know if ETH will even get up to 29, because it's just low. Because the only reason is ETH seems a little weaker, just off this recent push, because it hasn't broken that high, so it just seems weaker. So I think if we fall, I think ETH's gonna fall harder. So yeah, that swing short I think is definitely a good opportunity, or high probability play. Actually, to be fair, there is nice setups for me. Given they set up, I will take them. But there is some nice setups I'm liking today. I guess we'll just have to wait and see in a few hours how New York sets up. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm thinking if I should go pull a volume profile from the 28th high to current price. So 28th high. Well, on ETH or BTC? Let me do BTC first. 28th high. Yeah, I mean, this is the value area low, right? Again, it's like sort of, if it sets up like that, we sort of have a head and shoulders play, right? If price holds and flips that val, and then we'll likely see a rotation into that level. From there, again, point of control is 3034. I don't know. I'll have to see how price reacts, but whatever the high. Oh, you're talking about this high. I mean, yeah, it's testing the val, but I want to see if it does flip it and hold. Then yeah, it will give that nice sort of flip. From there, I'll have to wait and see, because. But the way I like to use these is I like to see these ranges first, right, and then another volume profile from here to here, from here, and yeah. I mean, yeah, hold on. Wait, hold on. Why is it giving me a different val now? What the fuck? I don't understand what to say. You know how to know when the low is in using the volume profile. It's how I knew. Oh, it's bottoms. Malik, you mentioned last time a prop firm for crypto. Which was it? Oh, for crypto, it's Breakout. Breakout's really good. The only problem with actually trends, you should actually, if you're having issues with XTML, you should definitely check out Breakout. Generally, Breakout is it just in terms of what they offer. Look, my advice, get the one step, get a one step what would you call it? A one step challenge. Just pass it in a day. I pass in a day. And then you can just like as soon as you're on profit, just withdraw, just request to pay out. You'll legitimately you'll get paid up like in a few hours. Like they'll send it to your crypto wallet. It's very, and just rinse and repeat that process. Like just use it as a money printer. The max allocation you can get on Breakout is I think 200k, and you can just get like 450k accounts and then rotate them. Like I think that's the best way to use. Do they transfer to a bank account too? I think they do. But I'll be honest, everyone just uses crypto. But let me double check. I think it's. I'll be honest, I'm not sure because it was just. Hold on, let me double check. And the thing is, the really good thing about them is they got bought out by Kraken. So the bad thing about them right now is, I'll be honest, their platform fucking sucks. Like it is shit. It is so bad. Okay, I want to say so. It's not as good, right? And you can't trade it on the phone because you can't calculate your lot sizes on the phone. It's not efficient to trade on your phone, so you have to do it on a laptop or a computer just to try figure out your risk. Any rules? So they don't really have like any like crazy rules like that. They don't really care. That's the thing I really like about it. They don't have like they're not Nazis when it comes to that. I trade million. See, I know, cause like when you're on a go, like I'm the same too. But that's why like I have to have my laptop with me all the time, because you don't want to miss out on a good play, and miss out on on a lot. The thing is with the reason I recommend the one step one, you can if you pass within the same day, they'll send you the contract, you sign it, KYC, and then you'll get your account straight away, literally. And if you're on profit on the same day, just stop trading, request a payout, and send them your wallet and whatnot. Once it's confirmed, they'll send you the money and they'll send you an email. But yeah, Breakout is really good. Like, they don't care too much about news and stuff like that either, because like most companies are annoying when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, you can only get max allocation is 200. One second, I'm just trying to check something. I'm trying to check if they pay out on for a bank account. I want to see if they do, they'll probably do it through Rises, like most pro firms. But yeah, like you don't have to worry about them not paying out. 200k is enough. Yeah, but the thing is, it depends, because with the 1 step and 2 step, like you have different max daily loss. And then on the 1 step it's 6%, and then on the 2 step it's 8%, and then your max daily loss is like 4%. But again, like if you just wait for a good setup, and then just take like 2-3% risk, 1 to 3R, you can pass like straight away. Right, any more questions, guys? I mean, ETH kind of is setting up. It does sort of have that sort of head and shoulders play, but it's just more weaker than BTC. BTC looks so stronger. So if I do take longs, it's gonna be on BTC. I don't think on I'll take it on that, on ETH, I mean. Yeah, let me look at Mondays. Yeah, Monday's open was yeah, we need to, I think we could see a retest of this. And then if we push above that, then yeah, I think we'll see 89k. Fuck, let me check gold quick. Gold's doing nothing. ETH. Yeah, ETH's just, I mean, EU's just holding right now after when it's taken Asia. Let me look at that. I think we could just likely just reject from here. Let's see. If not, we could just come up to this level as well. I don't know, just I want to see, because look, there's clean order flow built here. I don't think we're just gonna see just one leg down. I think we're gonna see another push. Yeah, look, even it aligns with the 61 fib into that 1.158 level. I like that level a lot, I'll be honest. I think that's a very nice level to know. My bad, guys, are my charts too messy? Like, let me know, because I feel like I don't clean out my charts enough. I can end here. I'll just look in. I'll see what price does it. If you guys, because I'm trading today, so I want to be in the charts. Now you should see mine. Oh, can you not? Can you? Is there what? Wait, do me a favor. Send me Can you send like a trading view link? See, I want to see what your charts look like. It's out of curiosity. Yeah, but in just like this order flow, it's just telling me that price is gonna make a bigger push down. But I ideally want to see that like pre New York. It will just give me a better like. Let me see that. I haven't posted in a while though. That's fine. No worries. Well, rejecting here. Let's see what it does. Let me check gold again. Right, that low is holding. I want to see follow through now. I want to see if we take out this high. Because look, on the higher tariff of gold, we are still very much bullish. And we've basically just wicked out that low. Asia's low and Monday low. Username trade with Rye. What's no? I mean just like just send me like a trading view link, isn't it? Like a picture of your chart right now, which if what you're looking at. I mean, here we have that leg. Thing is, right, this was this ranges on gold. The reason why I was bullish at around these levels because this was value area low. We swept that level and then reclaimed it, and then when price retested that monthly level, this is why I was very bullish in this level. But in terms of now, I mean, even now here, like why we saw price actually sort of like it was building up. You could see this is why like volume profiles are very important. You could see price sort of building up, ready to sort of accumulate orders, ready to just sort of break out off that value area high. Oh, you can't. Okay, fuck it. Yeah, off that level. So I like using volume profiles. Let me just refine this a little bit. Right, so we saw that bearish push on London, and we took out Asia's low. Thing is, now the lows are holding. I want to see that this buyers at this level. Buyers are still very much present. Then from there, then we can actually evaluate if. Let's see on Monday. Monday's low is here. It's in this range here. Yeah, volume profile is definitely very useful. I want to see how we react off the Monday low. If this level holds and we come into the Monday low, then we'll likely reject back, take this level. And if we do, I think it would be a good opportunity to look for longs. But let's just see how price the level is. We're looking at BTC as well. Right. Thing is, BTC, I don't know, it just Asia low and high are still very much intact, so I think it's waiting for New York prices until New York open. If we see any real movement, it's the same. Let me see EU. I think EU is interesting. I want to see how we react with this value area. Alright. Because we have all that liquidity. I mean, those liquidity points to take out. But that wick is quite nasty too on the daily. Let me check the 12 hour. 12 hour, that wick's not that bad, not that good either. 4. Yeah, 4's alright. I mean, we did see a faster reaction off that level. I think if we just push up into this level, right, and then fail to break this high and then sort of like come back again, I think that will just set up for Wednesday, that sort of long. I mean, that's always a possibility too, but I want to see what this range does. I don't know, because this did reject fast, but this is also a clean level, and plus invalidation is clear as long as your risk management is right. That's fine. Just on the lower time frame wise, it just looks like it's gonna break down lower. As long as we respect this high to low, we will come into 158. By the way, is there any recommendations you guys have, like in terms of stream? Like anything I could add to the stream, or anything you guys recommend for me to do on stream? Or do you guys just don't mind if it's just charts? Because anything that's helpful, honestly, I'll give it a try. Or anything you guys like for me to cover or go over. Because I don't see this high. I like this type of stream. Okay, that's good then. Just a chill stream, watching the charts. I think gold's pushing down. Hold on. If you do this regularly on YouTube, we'll start showing your channel to more people. Oh, I appreciate that, Trends, man. The thing is, YouTube is so weird. Like, it doesn't really. The thing is, like, it doesn't. I realized it doesn't recommend your live streams like to like newer viewers. It will only recommend it to like your subscribers. It doesn't. It's harder to grow on YouTube, like if you stream. I think that's why I've seen like a lot of people just go over to Twitch. But then I thought, you know, who's gonna go to Twitch? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You guys tell me. Depends what your goal is to reach more members. Yeah, I mean, just to reach more people. I don't mind, to be honest. I mean, look, as long as it's helping people, I don't actually mind. Besides, it kind of helps me as well. Just I kind of stay in flow with the market as well. Because normally, if I'm not, YouTube will work if you're consistent. Okay, cool. You know what I'll do, right? After this stream ends, I'll take a screenshot of the the stats of this stream, and then on Friday, we'll check the Friday stream, and then I'll compare the two, both of them on stream, and we'll see. I mean, 1 week isn't. I don't know. Let's just see what 1 week does. YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna be consistent this week. For sure. Now we're rejecting quite. We took out that high as well. Nah, 1 week isn't enough. Keep it consistent over a month. You'll see an improvement. All right. Okay. December every. Okay, I could do it. I could do it every day for December. It will just have to be like, it won't. I don't know. I'll have to see which is better, London or New York. Again, it depends on you guys. What's better for you guys as well? Cause I don't want to like live stream it and then I'm talking to my fucking self. True, but the thing is, people will only follow you if they know what you're talking about. This is not beginner friendly. I get what you're saying. What? So what? I should dumb this down. Okay. Fuck it. Let me try it. So guys, basically what I'm looking for is a I call this the bull pan. So basically I want to see price push back down and then just go around this way. But if it does that, it should make a new low. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm just being an idiot, my bad. I think that's where you'll get more viewers. I think that's where you'll get the most viewers, as you'll have viewers from the US too. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try New York session, because I'll be honest, I haven't tried it. I mean, today I tried a new thumbnail. Okay, listen, I know it's not that good, but listen, I had a gym session, had some other like bullshit admin work I had to do as well. So I literally just did it in 5 minutes before stream. So yeah, but I'm gonna test around. I'm gonna play around with you. I'm just gonna be more consistent on YouTube. I'm gonna like focus on just content, and then just, I think like names right as well. I need to just make things a lot more simpler. That at least are easier to digest. Because I can understand how things can get like quite easily like complicated as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday, New York. No, but guys, let's be real. There are so many so-called traders who actually do not know what they're talking about, but because they explain the basics so well, it attracts so many new people. Look at BTC. Oh shit, my man. Oh, yeah, BTC took out. We're seeing that sort of squeeze now. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me clear this out. Yeah, it's just retesting that value area high now. Let's see how we react from it. Honestly, I've got alerts set here if it comes into that imbalance level. But if this just pushes up now, I think we'll likely see a short setting up for New York. Let's see what it does. Hold on, is that an open candle I see? Yeah, that is. That's a flat. So the price is likely gonna come down. Hold on. Do I have that on my thing? No, I don't. Okay, fuck it. Let's just write it down here then. Hold on. Alright, price likely is gonna come down at some point. I think best case scenario for shorts, we just push up now, or we push up into New York, and then we see a reverse. Into New York, and then we see a reversal. Let's see though. Let's see how value area high fares there, because we haven't tapped into that imbalance yet. Let me look at. Okay, surprisingly, gold is still holding that low. Let's see what it does. This is interesting, because it just took out this low as well, and we're seeing a sort of neutralization of liquidity, which is something I love to trade. Name will know. Low taken, high taken. Now, whether price takes the high or the low, price will expand in that side of the market. So let's see what gold does. But yeah, there's so many so-called traders who actually, yeah, I'll be honest, that's true. There's like, even when I was doing like looking for thumbnail ideas on YouTube, and I just typed in trading live stream, I think I saw like at least 10-15 people, like 3,000-4,000 viewers, and then most of them were speaking. I'm not gonna lie, like 78% of them were Indian, would speak in broken English. So I don't know. And then the others would just seem like what there was quite beginner. But I think you're right on it. It's just I need to work on making things a bit more digestible. I want to see what this does. Hold on. So alerts in now. Let's see. EU done anything? EU's holding this high. Do you guys like this music, by the way? If it's terrible, tell me. I'll find something else. Because I can't play music I like on YouTube, or you get banned, you get turned off. On Twitch you can, I think, from what I found out, but on YouTube you can't play any copyrighted music. Even this is, I think, copyright, but they let you use it for some reason, fair use or something. I don't want you guys get annoyed. It's literally, I found it's literally just thinking retro jazz. Yeah, see now rejection. Yep. That is pretty clean actually. The high held. It's alright. Don't hate on my music now, come on. What do you mean it's alright? It's not a nice thing to say. I'm joking. Let's see. Let me see BTC as well. Initial rejection of value here is normal. I want to see how it holds this level here. Trends. How do you? What's your sort of system? Is it based on anything in particular, or do you how do you sort of trade? Are you SMC focused? Are you like PA focused? How do you trade? Because I use different concepts, but I'm not a quote unquote SMC trader. I just use I guess certain concepts of it, if you want to call it that. But I'm mostly PA focused. Structure and liquidity are my main part of my system, and then I obviously have building confluences with that. I'll be honest, after a few years, your experience comes into it too. Fuck, I need a drink. Right, we're rejected. Let's see how this 50-minute candle closes. I use ICT strategies, but use auction market theory too. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I've never watched a single ICT video or strategy or anything. You'll realize I don't use what they call FEGs or whatever. But I understand the theories are pretty similar. BTC could be setting up for a third tap. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could. Let's see though. Let's just see what price does. It just thing is, if it does do that, I don't know. I need to see. I prefer if it did it within this level rather than here, because price has a lot more intent to go higher than it does lower right now. But again, let's just see how it sets up. I'd rather just wait until PA. I think New York will give us a better idea for PA, because nothing's really setting up as of right now. London is. This is why I'll be honest. I don't really like trading London, because London will offer a move, but it won't. It's not as big as New York. And my favorite, name will know this. My main window is between 1:30 and 3 p.m. Like it's like that London and New York switchover, because you have volume from both markets overlapping. Yeah, it's just you find much cleaner moves, and you don't have to be on the charts all day. Like you can just be on the charts for that window. The only problem is with crypto is like you have times in crypto where crypto doesn't work like that. Like if Trent, if you remember that setup I was going like through, that setup came into like 8 p.m. and like most people are not going to be on the charts at 8 p.m. But again, this is why I just like to always have alerts set and just see how PA develops, because you never know, because sometimes things are clean and you can always catch a move. Like even this setup, I think we caught it at like 9 p.m. That's the only thing I don't like about crypto. It's just that timing wise, it doesn't it's not as clean, but it still offers good moves in that New York switchover period. So I still like to trade it. Alright, 1 hour closed. We do have intent here. We have an open candle and we have these Asia lows here. So if we do see something like this, sorry, something fast and then a rejection like that, you could take that trade into that level, potentially into a 86. Let's see. What's gold doing? Gold is still holding on low. Yeah, if we break above this high, I don't know if we fucking eventually will or not, but if we do, push into this level, could look for longs here. It's a Monday long, but it's just RR wise. I don't like the RR here. Let's see. It's just nothing clean enough. Right here. So that's rejecting. No, I don't trade gold on breakout. I just use breakout for crypto. It's I don't even think they offer gold. It's just crypto breakout. Oh, Trent, do you like mostly trade gold or an FX? Because like for the past like if they say a year and a half at least, I've been trading like crypto a lot. So it's just, I'm not gonna say it's just for, you know, it was for tax reasons, but yeah, it's just cleaner sometimes for me. Crypto. No, I trade everything. Yeah, I mean I trade everything, but it's just sometimes I get into flow. Whatever's cleaner, I'll like to move into. So sometimes when crypto's slow, you can move over to FX, and then when gold is, you know, range bound, you know, I just rotate like that. It's a good idea to have an understanding of different pairs, I think, especially the characteristics of different pairs. I used to, like, when I first like started trading, I used to like trade all these fucking pairs, and then I used to like journal each characteristic of like CHF JPY, USD JPY, USD CHF. I fucking hated USD CAD. Fuck that pair. One of my favorite pairs was AUD USD. That was definitely one of my cleanest pairs. But now I just focus on Euro USD, gold, BTC, and like alts. I look at alts from time to time. But yeah, I just like to rotate in terms of like market seasonality and whatnot. I think it's important to adapt. But with like stuff like Top Step, I do want to look into like trading futures, like indices and stuff. I just want to see if it's because only Forex players I tried out. Yeah, they're the most they're the ones that have the most volume, so they are the best to trade. The thing is, EU can be pretty clean at times, and I've always loved trading EU. I mean, it's holding that level. See the hourly. Hourly closed that week though. But let's see if we fill it. Five minutes, 15. Like. We did take this higher though. Took the high, took the low. I think if we break this level, this low again. I think if we break this low, yeah, I think this will push into this level now. If this is bearish, we have no reason to push higher now. Even if we get a retest into this level, we should not break above. If we hold here. Best thing about futures is connecting so many accounts and copy. Yes, I know, I've heard it. What's a platform called? Tradervate? Something like that. Rules are so strict though. I think haven't dabbled in yet, but yeah, maybe I should. I'll be honest, that's what I'll be looking at. And I don't want to be like ignorant, you know what I mean? So I want to definitely see if it's something. Because it's just, I've heard that it offers good volatile moves in the like during New York, so I want to see how it is to trade. I'm gonna definitely go through it and back test the shit out of it. But yeah, let's see. Wait, did we break this low or not? No, we didn't. Hold on. Let's see if we break it. If we do break it, then we will see that low. But again, it's just so range, so choppy. Like when price shouldn't be like this if it's bearish. Like it's just holding this demand. Like remember when I said about a certain level, it shouldn't get tapped into so many times because that just creates liquidity and it'll break through it. So if this level holds, then yeah, we're gonna see a rotation back into daily open. Let's see though. Is gold setting up? Okay, gold starting to. We're high and the low of the range taken. These lows are holding. If we break above this high, then we should see these highs get taken. Even this high actually. Let me back out like this. Yeah. What's BTC doing? BTC is still doing shit all. Looks like it wants to reject. I want to see if it opens that. It feels that open candle in now. One, two. Let's see. How's the DXY look? Right, we've taken Monday's high now. This is the pivotal point. Monday high swept. This high. Friday's high is swept. Let's see how price fares now. Right, guys, I got a question. Just kind of randomly popped in my head since I'm waiting for this. What's your guys' favorite movie? It's random, listen, I know, but your favorite movie will tell me a lot about who you are as a person, so think carefully. I don't see no bullshit in there. I swear, if someone says Barbie, I'm ending right now. BTC. Yeah, hourly close. Ooh, Apocalypse. Wait, that's your favorite, your all-time favorite? Apocalypse was really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my favorite foreign films. It broke the high now. We should now push up into 4195. Even here we took that low. Let's see if he gets a pullback. Let me see if it sustains above. It just whipped out. Yeah, Apocalypto is amazing film. About the that's the one about the Aztecs, right? With the pyramids and the human sacrifices. That was a really good film. I'm not gonna lie. But that's your all-time favorite. That's interesting. I think my all-time favorite was Godfather. I think. Like, I'm talking about number one. 4189. Yeah, I think it should push into that high, to this high, and then we should get pushed. Barbie second best. Fucking hell. I'm not sure how this holds though. Nah, I think Godfather was was generally amazing. Other than that, I'm not gonna. I'm a movie guy. I'm not gonna that's one of. I grew up loving films. Generally, the reason I particularly love Godfather, other than it being a fucking masterpiece, by Frank Coppola, was one of the first films I like. It was one of the first films I watched with my father, and it was just, I was a kid, I remember, and I waited up all night for him to come home, and yeah, it was amazing. Have you watched Snowfall? Yeah, Snowfall's really good, but Snowfall's a show though. I'm not a big show person. I can't I prefer to watch something in one go. I don't like the way we're rejecting it. Yeah, no, it just swept that high. It didn't even sustain it. Let's see if this level holds. Gold's choppy right now. Snowfall's really good. Do you know who Snowfall's based off? You do know that's a semi true story. The CIA did fund the Contras. They did have a hand in creating the app. I put this shit brick by brick. I'm not gonna lie, that scene was good. I'm not gonna lie, but fuck, that shit's rejecting. This is so choppy. This is not conditions I like to trade in New York. This is why London is just. Let's see. Yeah, the CIA helped fund the crack and cocaine, basically cocaine production in the cocaine distribution in America, to basically fund the Contras, and this was why Ronald Reagan, for those that don't know, went on. You guys might have seen that he made a live speech with his wife that looked like a skeleton, saying basically that we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a war on drugs, and at the same time they were selling cocaine and using that money to fight a war in the Contras to basically fight against communism, because communism was one of the biggest main concerns for America at the time. Yeah, it is holding. Reactive this will be though, but this is a 15 second, so yeah, if we push above here, then we're pushing up, something like that. If we hold above, but it's just the RR. If we hold above, we should push up there. But yeah, they that's just a little fun fact. I don't know if you guys know much about that, but it was what the show was basically loosely based off. It was based off the guy Rick Ross, not the rapper, but the actual drug dealer who made a, oh shit, I'm gonna call, fuck. I don't even know how to mute this, you know. I don't know how to mute the stream. Oh fuck it, it's not important. Yeah, he basically he's the one who built as well off that. But he wasn't the only one. I think there was what's the guy's name? Frank. Have you guys seen American Gangster? You know, Frank with the mink coat. That's how he gets caught by the feds. The one with Denzel Washington. Oh, fuck, I forgot his name. What's this guy's name? Yeah, there was a Tom Cruise movie. Yeah, he was another one. But the guy Tom Cruise played, right? That guy, he was like the guy just transporting the stuff. So he was just getting it into the country, because obviously the CIA didn't want nothing to do with it. So he was just the guy moving it into America, and then this is where they had like all these other basically drug lords distribute into America. And then there's obviously conspiracy theories on where they purposely pushed it into, you know, black neighborhoods and whatnot, and then, you know, again with weapons and everything. But yeah, it was America has a crazy history of things they've done, like crazy. Fuck, what is the who's that guy's name? Cause it's gonna annoy me now. American Gangster. It was Frank something. But that was a really good. But the thing is, Frank was known for selling heroin, not cocaine. Frank Lucas, that's it. Frank Lucas, yeah, that was who it was based on. I don't know what price. It looks like it just wants. It wants higher now. It didn't break that low, but it did break the high. But again, this is just, you can refer to this as liquidity, and then it's took out this high as well, and then it's just pushing back down again. This is very choppy. I don't like this PA. I'll be honest. These are not conditions I want to trade. I'm gonna wait till New York. New York should be a lot cleaner. Yeah, name you haven't. I'm gonna watch that tonight as I can't remember it. Yeah, American Gangster is a banger. Name, you still haven't given me your favorite movie. I need to know. But I'm not gonna lie, Trends Apocalypse was really, really good. It was a good film. I don't know about favorite, but I'm not a judge though. It's a good film. It's I think what's that guy's name? The actor directed the film, man. What's his name? The Australian guy. Christ, what's his name? I'm so bad with names, I'll be honest. I'm good with faces, but terrible with names. I gotta search that shit as well now. This is annoying me. Yeah, Mel Gibson, that's it. Mel Gibson. Yeah, look, here we go. Can you put in validation here? Price is gonna push up. I usually like to see moves like this. Again, the art is not the best, but I'm waiting for New York, but this will likely take out. This will take out this high, and then hopefully, if we're lucky, it'll take out this high too. Yep, there we go. These moves are like quite nice. You have the rejection, you have the SFP of the low, the high, the value area low holds. It did fail to push up here, but then it came back, sort of created liquidity, took out the low, and then just sort of retested that OB, and now it's gonna push. I think we should get 4196. Let's see it squeeze, hopefully. My system is I don't take anything less than 1 to 3, but it should push. We will at least come into this level, at least. Hold on, let me check. Well, have you seen Interstellar? So I'm not gonna lie, I never really used to like it, and then I watched it like a couple weeks ago with someone, and I kind of realized it is a really good film. Yeah, it's just, you know what I think the first time I watched it, I don't know what it was. I found it so boring. I don't know why. But then when I rewatched it, it's just, I kind of saw the beauty of it. The music was really good as well. I heard Christopher Nolan is really good with that stuff. I mean, I'll be honest, Christopher Nolan is, you watch it on a plane. Yeah, the background music, yeah. Christopher Nolan is my favorite director by far. Like, even what he did with the Batman series, like, I don't think they'll ever top what he did with Batman. I think that was peak. Like, even now, I went to watch when the Batman, when it came out in cinema, the new one with that tall guy. I'll be honest, I fell asleep in this. I remember I was in Manchester at the time, and I thought, I was just remembering Christopher Nolan's Batman. I said, oh, come on, it got to be something, you know, because I was hearing a lot of hype about it. I watched it, some of the most boring shit I've ever seen in my life, generally. That new Batman was actually horrific. I reject him, but we should hold value very high. Let's see. Trent, what size account do you trade with on FTMO? Let me check it quick. Fucking hell. This is choppy as fuck. Goldeny, BTC. What's that about? I think I'm gonna see the main meat of the move in New York. Nothing interesting so far. Hold on. I think ETH finally broke that high, but again, these lows are still left intact. Structure broke on the hourly, but again, we need to sustain that level. Let's go back to gold. 100k is enough for me, but with the new rules, gonna have to scale up to make it worthwhile. So what, Trent, you mentioned your full time, so is like trading your main income? Cause I'm just curious, cause you have a family, so I'm just figured you probably have different side hustles and whatnot, businesses. I'm the same, bro. To be honest, but our trading is so. What is like you have other funded accounts, or do you like trade mostly off your with your personal account? Right, rejected perfectly off that level. 4189. We should not come into that level now. 1 to 2. Yeah, I have my own capital that I'm trading less with now. Just gonna focus on prop firms going forward. Yeah, prop firms, I'm not gonna lie, they're just, I mean, they're a fucking headache to like deal with, but just in terms of that, it's not your capital, and you can just squeeze. If you have a good system set up, you can just squeeze fucking money out of them, which is good. But I mean, you seem like a smart person, so I'm sure you're investing your capital, your profits and whatnot. So I'm sure you'll be fine. But I don't know about the future with like prop firms in general, just because I think they're gonna bring in a whole bunch of new rules, like just like we saw with FTMO. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't think FTMO would do that. I think FTMO, I mean, I figured they would have brought in some rules, but I don't know, 1.5%, was it 1.5% max risk and then 20% margin, you said? I won't be investing. Yeah, no, for real. Like, yeah, I was, yeah, fair. Yeah, but I'm trying to get out too. Like, even now, like one of my businesses, like it's just, I can't even talk about it too much, but like I'm in the court because the landlord is trying to like kick us out and not renew our lease, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. And I don't know, it's just, I'm in like two minds about it. I'm trying to, I'm getting a squeeze. Wait, what? They have new rules? Yeah. Name, they got new rules. You missed it earlier. Alright, we're getting that liquidity now. Yep, that's taken. Now price should take that high. The thing is, I would have taken this, but it's 1 to 2. It's just, my system is 1 to 3. But that was a clean setup. Kind of weird to just kind of pinpoint that level too. But it should come up here too. Hopefully it doesn't come back to entry now. But I would have just partialed out here, just in case. And then wait for price to push up, and then just scaled my stops to see how far I could actually push up. Because it could even push up to this imbalance here, 4198. 490 is nice. But let's see how it fares after that liquidity. The price just took out this high. Doesn't make sense not to take out this as well. I think it will now. There we go. Come on. Yeah, I have a funded account. Can't use more than 20% margin on trades. Can't risk more than. Just trade more than one pair. Okay, trading with more than one pair. Wait, so okay, say you took one trade and you want to request there we go. Come on. Push. Yeah. It's taken already, fucking hell. Right, you're gonna edge me now. There we go. See, that was clean. Yeah, it took the high. It took the high, it was kinda nice. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? What the fuck? fuck just happened? Hold on. What the fuck is going on? Why did they do that?